MULATSCHAG.
Hey, we are Palaye Royale, and you are watching MULATSCHAG, the only TV you need.
MULATSCHAG!
Hi, we're from MULATSCHAG, and it's really nice to have you here at the Nova Rock Festival. You are from the city of sin, Las Vegas.
Yes.
What was it growing up there? How was it for you guys?
It was, it was definitely a strange childhood, You got to grow up with a lot of drunk people around all the time, so, but, I think
So
it
feels
also...
like home being here.
Yeah. So, it feels good to be back.
I think we don't really gamble because of that. I think growing up around it. Well, Sebastian does. Yeah, he loves that. But
What role did Paul Weller play in your music career?
a massive one, yeah. My mom was friends with him growing up her whole life, and it was when we were super young. We went and saw him. He was definitely drunk, but he suggested for us to drop out of school, and we took it very seriously. So we do owe a lot of. We're very grateful and have a lot of respect towards Paul Weller. Just the way he dressed, the way he carried himself, the mod father. We love him very much and very grateful for his existence.
That's so nice to hear. If you ever like a role model or like a mentor who guides you to that, it's good to hear.
I don't think he knew on a sobriety
Yeah, I don't
level.
know.
I think on a drunk level, it just stuck true to us so strongly. So
Yeah, we're just big fans.
And you conquered the LA rock scene pretty young. How did you get into these clubs?
That's the reason I started wearing a hat, is I wouldn't get ID'd if I wore a hat. But Remington wouldn't be allowed into the clubs like Viper Room until 2 minutes before he went on stage. And the moment he got off stage, he was carried by a security guard off.
Yeah, so that was fun. That was our very first show that we ever did as Palaye Royale. Was the Viper Room, and that was fantastic. I loved it so much. We played pretty much. Yeah, but our headlining shows, we pretty much just played to our girlfriends at the time and our mom and the bartenders. So, but I'll always have a special place in my heart for the Sunset Strip.
yeah, the Sunset Strip was when we played. It was definitely not the same. It was when you heard about it, and it's like the 80s and 90s. It really much is dead. The Sunset Strip, it's not. There's nothing there, and as in music, it's a lot of clubs now. So it's
the Rainbow's making a comeback.
the Rainbow has a nostalgic, but that's where we started, and we realized, all right, cool, this is what we want to do, and this is the only place you really play rock and roll in LA at that time, and then we realized we need to get some fans. So then we went to where the fans would be, and we started. We were the ages of high schoolers, so we started playing high schools, and that was when we grew from there. So
Yeah.
We definitely thought Scott Weiland was very sweet to us. Rest in peace. But he was absolutely incredible to us and kind, and just kind of threw us out on stage and gave us opportunities. So.
And if you can own a guitar collection just for one day, which one would you choose? Would it be Eddie Van Halen, Joe Bonamassa, or Jimi Hendrix?
Jimi Hendrix.
Hendrix,
what?
100%.
Yeah, Hendrix.
Times over. Yeah.
Can you elaborate?
Hendrix is the
There's no beat Hendrix.
The thing is, Hendrix is the best, only fantastic guitar player, one of the best, if not the best. But the thing that it comes down to is how cool he is as a musician.
I think
he was you walk in a room and you obviously I was not there when he walked in a room, but when you see videos of it, he just controlled that room as such a characteristic thing, and it was on the height of Mick Jagger and Michael Jackson, and the stardom of that was who he was.
I think Joe Bonamassa is just an incredible player, obviously, but it was Hendrix's tone and the way he played that instrument. I feel was rock and roll.
Yeah.
That it with the Beatles and the Stones, Zeppelin, Bowie, everything started from that Hendrix tone. I think so. Hendrix all the way.
Perfect. That was the pretty spot on answer. Thank you. And if we think to the future in 200 years, how do you imagine the music or especially rock and roll would be like in 200 years?
You type in a prompt and you get what you want.
Yeah, it's terrifying to see what AI can do. You know, I saw an AI of fucking Elon Musk talking about Pikachu or something. I don't know. So where music can go is kind of crazy. You know, I saw like, you know, they typed in, you know, Biggie Smalls doing like a nursery rhyme. So I don't know where rock and roll can go from here.
I don't know about 200 years, but there will be this like recycling that because AI is getting so crazy and you can make anything happen, it's going to be like the human error is what humans identify with, is when like you're able to hear the inconsistencies and the imperfections within a person's soul bleeding to express, because expression is like the deepest personality trait of every soul, you know. So I don't know, I think we're just on this big like cycle. Life is cyclical, so it will always just go in circles. So
I think also like human error is the greatest thing. I think like the best moments in rock history is the backing vocals in Gimme Shelter, where her voice cracks in the background while singing, and it's just incredible. And you'll hear Keith in the background go, woo! You know, so it's those moments that I think make rock and roll so beautiful. So we'll see where it goes.
Trying to keep the purity of art is, I think that's what rock and roll's always been about, is people in a room, not really the best of their instruments, but together they're fucking great, and they become this unit. Obviously, technology is going to continue to progress, and I think it will eventually be able to get to that point. But I think there's something to say, like, it's the perfect moment, the perfect voltage of your amp was turned on to this perfect thing. Someone, you know, it's like you get in with the Kinks and they broke a hole into the amp speaker. Those things would not happen without error and trial of things people just getting through, or like someone cranking the distortion channel on a console to get the tones for like the T-Rex guitars. Like that stuff is just people experimenting and not because it was not done yet. They did that through trial and error. So I feel like that's, you know, hopefully can stay that on your guys' note of just trying to keep the purity. So.
Or it could all be a simulation. Next question.
But if we want to preserve music, if aliens come to this world, which 3 records of your choice should the aliens discover or dig up?
Velvet Underground, Banana Record, The Doors, Greatest Hits, and Chopin.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I can't even think.
Oasis, definitely maybe. Arcade Fire, Suburbs. Rolling Stones. No. David Bowie, Honky Dory. I don't know. One of those.
Good thing it's hypothetical.
Hypothetical, just hypothetical.
That's gonna happen.
And you had a collaboration with Pussy Riot. Can you tell us about that?
We love Natia.
Yeah, we've known Nadia for a few years, and we've always been trying to do something together. And the song "Debilitate" really came together fantastic. And I'm such a big fan of Nadia, and she just killed it on the track. And hopefully, we can do another song with Pussy Riot in the future.
Do you have any kind of artist, it doesn't matter dead or alive, do you want to collaborate with?
Post Malone.
Kurt Cobain, even though I feel like he would hate collabing with people, so.
Jungle.
And obviously Mick Jagger, if I could, that would be incredible.
MULATSCHAG!